She was trying to say that it was one of the last comments, or I took it out of context. No, I was specifically talking about why Cynthia G was not divested. And this was her answer back, was that it's natural to have an interest in the counterpart that looks the same as you, and God started that movement. So she said that God supports you being within your race. That's what I was addressing. For some reason, she didn't understand what I was talking about. But that's what I'm talking about. That type of ideology is clearly mammy behavior. And these type of behaviors are deep within them. It's not just mammy, though. It's anti-interracial daters, basically. So the rainbow swirlers, the swirlers, the divestors, everyone. It's against everyone. You're saying that we're unnatural, basically. And you're saying below that, however, so this is something that she actually has a belief in. She thinks it's natural to be with your own race. But however, black women are the only group of women whose men force them to look like fools being race loyal. So she's saying that it's all black men's fault, that this is wrong. But because of black men being problematic, that black women must go to white men. This is her outlook to white men. She claims she's married to a white man, but goodness, the way she views white men, it's not as if she actually likes white men. It's like she basically is saying that she chose them as a second choice. That's not what divestment is about. That's not what even swirling or rainbow swirling is about. Even in the case of the rainbow swirlers, they pick who's best for them. It's regardless of color. She, on the other hand, has a preference, obviously. It's black men. But she thinks that because things went wrong, white men need to be the cleanup man for her. That's pretty narcissistic, honestly, if you think of it. And not really understanding that if any man with good self-esteem wouldn't want to be your second choice or want to be looked upon as black men didn't do it right, so I'm here to take the place of black men. That's not, I don't think, the way anyone wants to be presented or have to feel their role in your relationship is. That's not really fair or healthy to them. But hey, I don't know, maybe you picked someone who has a low self-esteem and was willing to put up with that. That's between you two. My point is, what I wanted to address was, she thought that she was trying to say that it was in the middle of a conversation. No, it was actually, 22 hours, 17 hours. So that was 17 hours ago. I only made 3 comments. We can read through these 3 comments. These 3 comments on this thread that I made were, Cynthia G is stuck on black men. Olivia has always not been into black men. Okay, sorry for that. Her preference has always been outside of dark-skinned black men. She has more of a preference towards white men, and she just recently got divested. I honestly think that you can say crying about black men all day is going to make someone divest, but it still hasn't made Cynthia G divest, which is true. You guys talk about how she is supposed to be talking all this stuff to help you divest, but she's not even doing it herself. So how much is it important, how is it actually doing anything besides crying and being disgruntled? Anyway, how much has it really done? I know for myself, personally, I cannot relate to Cynthia G in the least. Olivia is way more relatable because she's experienced a lot of the things when it comes to swirlers. That's what I'm supposed to be saying. They're not spoilers. But anyway, and divestors, she actually knows how it is to be us. Cynthia G has no clue. All she knows about is black men and having children by them, dating them, and feeling like she never will get what she wants out of them. I don't know what it's like to be attracted to a black man. I don't know the frustration. I don't know anything about those issues. So, as they truly divested. What? Sorry. The truly divested individual. It makes no sense to me why her content would be of any use to me. I'm not looking to black men for anything. I never have. I was never taught to. I was never even taught that black men was the male counterpart for me. I wasn't. I was actually taught white men were. So this is why Cynthia G makes no sense to me, because all of her thinking is backwards compared to mine. She doesn't understand the struggles that people go through when they have to vet when they interracially date. She understands none of it. And then I added a few more things. I guess this long thing here too. Attitude on Olivia is a very high class. Oh, I was saying her family is from a high class family because she was calling her ghetto and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I went on to question what Cynthia is good for. It's for women who look to the black men for something. Not all of us are like that. Cynthia isn't really like that. For one, she seems to have always had her options open, so she has understood that black men were not the only answer. You can see she said all that back to when she was very young. Black men were not her only option. Some of us don't have a situation where we are changing course. You and many people in Cynthia G's court are changing course. Many of us aren't changing course. We're on the same course we always were on, which is not the course of interest towards the black men. And that's what I like about the channels like Olivia, is where the course was never directly towards black men for her. I've watched her channel for a long time. It's never been just black men that were for her interests. And she's always had an open opinion on not having a preference towards dark-skinned black men. She's always said that's a gangster preference. I can relate more to someone like that. I relate more at least to someone who's at least rainbow swirling, and they have to at least rainbow swirl. If you are still mamming like Cynthia G, I can't understand you. I can't comprehend you. I don't care if you are worshiping them, so they call it, or just disgruntled. That's what it was supposed to be. Using go-go voice here, so some stuff is misspelled. I just don't understand you at the end of the day. You look for something that I don't even see as a man. So obviously, we have a total different perspective here. So that's my whole thing that I was saying here. Then 17 hours ago, that's what she's saying right here. And that's her response to me, basically. Her response is saying that some women were involved with black men and this is normal and this is natural and this is the way that she thinks that this is the way that we are supposed to be by God. Because she says, yes, some black women were involved with black men at some point in their lives. It's natural to have an interest in the counterpart that looks the same as the other person. God started that movement. However, black women are the only group whose men force them to look like fools, being race loyal of males that clown them, disrespect them, unalive them, all while uplifting non-black women. So that's basically what I'm trying to say with this lady on this video. I just want to say that she was trying to say that I was making up what she was saying. No, she literally was responding to me about the difference between Cynthia G, who's only interested in black men, and someone who's actually interested in other races. And what her response was that, yes, Cynthia G is normal. Cynthia G is natural. That's how God tells you to be, basically. And we are basically abominations. We are unnatural and abnormal. According to this, she's saying it's natural. She said it in caps, all full caps. So that's how she feels about divestors, swirlers, and rainbow swirlers. She tried to hide and try and act like that wasn't what she was saying, but I just had to expose her and show that no, you're lying again. I knew you would try and lie because you don't want it to look so bad on you, because you try to claim you're a part of the divested swirler sector. And you made such long poems about gatekeeping and all that stuff of the divested sector. I'm a part of the sector that doesn't gatekeep, but I understand that when you say that I'm abnormal, unnatural, and that I'm against God and I'm an abomination because I'm not attracted to the right race, supposedly, that you think I should be attracted to. Um, that's when of course, I'm going to not appreciate that and not support that, and obviously see you for who you are compared to me. People like you are the enemy of divestors. That's what it is. I mean, if you think that divestors are an abomination, then of course you are the enemy. You just are saying that you're so angry that black men have brought you to this abomination, basically, of choosing men of other races. That's basically what you're saying. To this unnatural point where you're looking to other races. So you're blaming black men for something that you think is unnatural. Your perspective on interracial dating and all that stuff is obviously antithetical to how I feel on it. So, of course, this is why I'm saying I don't support ideology that Cynthia G supports, because she teaches exactly like this. Like, she teaches that this is normal and that black men basically teach black women, to basically do the unnatural thing, which is interracially date. So that's what I'm saying here. That's why I don't support her channel. I shouldn't, obviously. She's People like you and her act like black women who divest are abnormal, unnatural, and abominations. So thanks for watching, everyone. That's all I have to say here. I just wanted to set the record straight. Thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and have a great day. Bye.